you.
Quigley.
I missed you.
Christ Quill, I miss you too.
I really did.
I was worried about you. Did you ever hook up with the guy in Charlotte?
The guy in Charlotte.
Yeah,
Oh,
Mike.
yeah. We talked about setting some dates up. We're just figuring
great
it out.
guy.
Yeah,
Really wanted
yeah.
to use your great club, Charlotte.
That's dope. Yeah,
The
he was
Comedy
talking
Zone.
about doing a few, like doing a run and hitting a few clubs.
Yeah, he's got South Carolina.
Yeah.
It's a couple days. So
Yeah,
it's
it'd be
pretty
so
good.
fun.
Good, yeah.
I love it out
He
there.
wanted to get you out there. How are you?
I missed you, man.
I missed you
Wasn't
too,
it
so-
weird? I was saying it was only like a few weeks I didn't see you, but it felt like forever. I just talk to you so much, and I take for granted that I bump into you like once or twice a week. So it was weird. It was like you're like one of my closest friends. Like I realized it when I wasn't seeing you. I was like, oh, I need like a hug from Joey. And
Yeah, no, it's weird. Listen, the comedy game doesn't give you a lot of friends. Like
not real
today I
ones.
saw Ari, and it was great.
Yeah?
I went with the Cactus with Ari, and
Oh, that's cool. Wait,
know,
what's Cactus? That a
the
restaurant?
taco place.
Oh, nice.
Steve Simone showed up. I go, see, this is the Cactus you should have gone to.
That's
'Cause the other
hilarious.
day he was bad-mouthing Cactus.
Really?
Yeah, because there's three of them. There's
Where is
one,
it?
There's one on Beverly, up there in the valley. There's one on Moore Park and Tahunga, and then there's one on North Vine.
Oh, they're all in the
Hollywood.
valley.
No, there's
Oh,
one
Vine
in
and Hollywood. Oh.
Yeah, across from the hotel. I didn't scam them. I never scammed them. I was friends with them. It was really weird. I was broke. I was a good customer. And one day I ordered food, and I forgot that I had money. Like, I forgot where I had put my money. I was so high, whatever, the night before. And when they came to deliver it, I go, listen, you're not going to believe this. I forgot. And they go, just drop it off when you have it. So when I was going through my thing from 94 to 95, when I was broke, I could always call them up and get food on the arm.
Aw.
And they would run a tab for me. And I would pay them like every 2 weeks on a Friday.
I mean, it's Chinese food. How much could it have? It could have been
Even if it was
expensive.
$60, whatever.
Yeah.
But I would get 3 sodas,
Yeah.
after a Coke binge.
when
You
you're
know what I'm saying?
starving,
When you wake up after a Coke binge.
you're ravenous.
You want 4 cans of Coke. Let me get an order with your hot and sour soup. Let me get 2 orders of egg rolls.
when I come down from Coke,
Yeah,
it's the
when you
middle of
come
the
down from
night,
Coke, yeah,
and I don't
it's
want to go
terrible.
out, so
No.
I eat whatever's. One night I remember all I had in my freezer was frozen vegetables, and I had no food. It's definitely like total hood. You've been, I don't know if you've tried
No,
it.
I've never been in Europe.
Dude, my neighborhood is like super sketchy because they were building a Target in the neighborhood 3 years ago. And then someone in the neighborhood said that Target's too tall. It blocks my view of the Hollywood sign, which this neighborhood is so far from the Hollywood sign. You can't even see it from any of the buildings. But this old dude complained. So the city looked into it, and it turned out the Target is 7 inches above city code. So the city made Target stop building it. They said, you either have to tear it down and start over, or we have to change the laws. That was 3 years ago. That building is still empty. So now it's turned into like a homeless apartment complex.
No. I gotta go see him. Even Mercy knows. Even my daughter knows.
She does?
When I tell her I gotta go see a man about a dog, she don't ask. She's 5. She don't ask. She knows that.
The first time she's like, yay, I'm getting a dog. Now she's like, oh, fuck.
She knows not even to think like she's getting a dog.
Right.
It's an expression. Like even my wife, who is as straight as can be, I could tell my wife, I'm going to see a man about a dog, and she knows. I'm going to either pick up a gun, drugs. I'm going to see something illegal, and you can't come. You like smoking wax? You want to see the devil?
He gave me an expired edible, an expired Chiba Chew.
How can an edible expire? What was
Because there's food stuff in it.
Like, was it a gummy? What was it?
No, it was like a little Tootsie
It was
Roll.
like 2 years old.
Which is chocolate,
It was
though.
from
Which is,
Humboldt
I'm used to that by now.
It had to
But
be
he
like
would
3
call,
or 4 years
he
old.
called me. I wish I could remember the day and I could look at my phone. He probably called me 18 times. And every time he said, I'll be there in 10 minutes. I was ready. You got me so high that I was like, all right, I'll
He kept
get...
whining. No, I don't want to do nothing illegal. I can't.
Why are you scared? Why are you scared of things? You also wouldn't touch my friend's butt tonight.
No, first of all, I would have. If you're out there, I would love to touch your butt. But
He doesn't want to me too you. He doesn't want to get convicted of me too. There's no conviction.
Oh, my God. I'm going to get you Me Too'd.
please do something. But you say that I would have, and yeah, I'm sorry if he calls me and tells me I got the heroin that killed Michael Jackson, like whatever he says.
Yeah. I remember that.
I get a little nervous. I'm not going to pretend like I don't.
It's not the heroin. It's the cocaine that killed that basketball player. You said.
Well, then Diaz. He does.
Diaz.
He has, every person that
I got
dies.
the weed that Anthony Bourdain smoked before he tied the knot.
Jesus Christ, Joey! Oh my God. Too soon.
And they donated Kate Spade bags. Like, listen,
They're popular, aren't they?
Yeah. Like if a black dick was walking down the street minding his business, I'd rather have him knock on the door than a Kate Spade bag right now.
It wouldn't be for you. It would be for your wife or something.
No, I don't want a Kate Spade bag around
your
me right
house.
now. It's a kiss of death. I
It's
don't want
not
that
the kiss
shit.
of
Yes,
death.
they are. Yes, I don't care what they're worth.
So
A Kate Spade bag is bad luck
She
right
didn't even
now.
own the company anymore.
I got to spit on myself because it's bad. You know what I'm saying? It's like 3 years. You know, Ralphie May used to laugh at me. I used to be embarrassed to tell other comics that I was leaving tonight. So I would go, they would go, where are you going this weekend? I'm going to El Paso. And they go, what time is your flight? And I go, I think it's out of LAX at 8 o'clock. And I would lie to other comics.
Why were you taking the bus?
Because I had to save money. I was only getting $500 to feature.
Yeah. Oh,
You're getting through $500 to feature.
Yeah.
From Tuesday through Saturday, okay? So $500. In those days, it was $80 each way on Southwest. And that's if you bought the ticket 3 weeks in advance.
Yeah.
So that's $160 out of $500. What does that leave you with?
$340.
You know, $340, but the Greyhound's $35 to El Paso. At the time, it was $17.50 each way.
Wow. How
It's
long is that ride?
11 hours out of your life.
That's not.
The 2.5.
But when you think about it, when you're a comic, you think of 11 hours. And what does a comic pray for in his life? Solitude.
Yeah.
That's the solitude you need. I would go on that Greyhound bus. I'd put earphones on with a Discman. I'd have a Discman.
And batteries.
With Christina Aguilera, the first album.
Genie in the box.
And I would get a notebook and I would stay up all night and I would roll a joint. And every time the bus stopped, they would say, this bus is stopping for an hour. Go eat some. The food was horrible. I mean, it was like eating puke, but at least I would smoke. And then I started learning to bring my own food on the buses. But I went.
Fed you?
No.
They have restaurants at the station.
They have restaurants at the stations. So right now, if I got a call right now, okay, it's what night is it?
Tuesday.
It's Tuesday night. It's 9 o'clock, and they say to me, Joey, we have a gig for you tomorrow, a week that starts tomorrow night in Weed, California, and then from there it goes to blah 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 blah. But you're working with a girl named Kate Quigley. If I say to the booker, what do I do? You know, like, what do I do? Like, I don't have a car. The booker would go, well, Kate's going to drive. She's headlining. You're going to open up for Kate. But tell Kate, Kate will meet you at the first gig.
Yeah.
So I would have to get myself to
the
Weed,
first
California.
gig. Yeah.
So right now, I would get on the phone, call Greyhound, 1-800, whatever the number was. I just know it by heart.
Greyhound.
And where's your destination? L.A., downtown. Okay, the bus leaves at 11. But now you still got to get there. You know where the bus stop is right around here, right?
In the valley? No.
It's
Downtown?
right around the corner.
Oh, that
It's
one
on
by
Magnolia.
Lakers? Yeah.
That's
Right by the big Wangs, that big train stop that's right there?
No. Big, but where NoHo Diner is.
Down the corner from there.
Down the corner from there. It's the size of this office. Rehabilitated in the rehab. Suck my dick. What? I remember my flight. One of the best flights I was ever on was listen to me. Guys, listen to me. Lee is my friend. I love Lee. Lee gave me one of the best compliments he ever gave me. He didn't even know he gave me a backhanded compliment, but it meant the world to me. He said that of all the people he did business with, the only one that worked out for him was a guy who went to prison and somebody who kidnapped somebody. That everybody else fell apart. Lee knows how strong of a mind I have. When I got on the plane, July 1st, 1985, when I got on that plane, I was headed to Colorado Springs, Colorado.
Yeah.
But because of a funny drunk black dude on the flight that we were drinking with, he talked me into going to Boulder. I went to Boulder.
No
My life
way.
is the way it is today because of a drunk I met on a plane that came from row 10 to row 20. Because in those days, you know what I do to you? Like I come back there and hit you and we talk for a little while.
Yeah.
In those days, you could stand in the aisles with a beer.
Yeah.
So I could talk to you. Like, what's up, chick? What's
I
happening?
miss that. That's what I want.
What's going on with you in your world looking with your fine ass? Let me buy you a cocktail. Oh, my God. In those days, I would meet people on planes.
No way.
So in those days, first class was upstairs. If you watched the movie Midnight Run, first class used to be upstairs. There was an airline that I went on one time. There was a pig with an apple in its mouth when you got on there. That's how strong.
No
first class
way.
used to be phenomenal. Perfumes, hand creams in first class.
Shut up.
In the bathrooms. Yeah, flying has changed dramatically. But
Wow.
what changed the most was the party aspect of the flight. You know how many flights I got on where 12 people were doing blow and drinking?
Shut up.
And you're in the middle of the plane, people moving their hands, people giving cocktail weight. What are those stewardesses? $20
Yeah.
bills. Like, keep bringing it out because everybody was in on it.
No way.
Come on.
Could you imagine being like you said? That's what you'd want, Kate. Could you imagine though? You have nowhere to escape.
idea how much the flying used to be a party.
That would be so fun if they did that. Now they should have adult-only
Flying,
planes.
she didn't know she was going to take.
Have you ever tasted it?
Once or twice, like it was
Yes.
not like a whole gallon, but
Thank
just to
you.
taste it.
To make sure it tastes okay.
Okay,
Not to skip that. No, you're like
I'm
12.
so proud of you.
Yeah, I was like 12 or 13.
no,
just to see what it was.
you can never say anything about hummus ever again. How dare you?
Like you taste it. Like
I would
this,
smell
like
it. I never tasted it.
like a little finger. When you're 13, every guy has tasted
Really?
his own.
No, they don't.
You never did.
I guarantee if you do an
It's hit
honest,
me in the face before.
if
But
you do an honest survey with men, 82% of men have tasted their own cum when they were 12, 13. The first 1 to 2
I think
times,
that's high.
3 times they came.
You should taste it
why?
to make sure it
Do you
doesn't.
taste yourself?
Yeah.
No,
Of course.
I'm not. I don't taste it to see how it.
Took a ride. No, I picked up a hitchhiker. I was 16. I picked this guy up. He was a Rastafarian, black dude. He was from Jamaica. I don't know why he was in Ohio, but it was raining, it was storming, and I felt bad for him. So I gave him a ride. It's the first time I ever smoked weed. I was with that dude in my car, in my little Ford Escort. He was like, you got to try it. It's medicinal. It'll make you feel good. And he was telling me how they don't believe in modern medicine. And then it was the first time also I ever heard Bob Marley. He played Bob Marley for me. I totally forgot about that. And then I dropped him off. And that was it. It was totally safe and cool.
No sexual nothing.
Nothing.
Now, when you were 14 going to the truck stops, what was the scariest thing that happened to you with a guy there?
Honestly, nothing scared me. I never remember being, but I was so unaware, and I wasn't cute.
Sometimes listen, people drift. If they weren't really your friends, they drift. That's just the way life is.
It's the truth.
In this town, people show up as your friends, but they have a mitigating circumstance. They want something from you.
Ulterior motive.
And you get to see these people. You get to be around them. You get to see them. You know, it's clean, Bobby.
Who's Bobby?
Bobby, like I totally, I respect that. When I see Dean, I know who's faking the funk. I know who's staying home. You see it.
Yeah.
And I know who complains and they don't do the work. And then I see, I came home and told my wife that time. I go, I just bumped into Kate. She just did the weekend in Connecticut. And she took a 6 a.m. flight with me. She didn't sleep, neither did I. She's going to go home, sleep, and do a 9:30 spot at the store on a Sunday night. I go, and I asked her, I go, why are you doing that? She goes, you can't pass up a spot at the store. And I go, that's why I like Kate.
Oh, thank you.
That little statement right there when you go, you can't pass up a spot at the store. You want me to tell you what the real talent is? Thick skin.
That's so true.
That's the
So
talent.
true.
I've seen it. I've
Yeah.
lived it. I've been here.
Yeah.
I've seen it all. I've seen
so
it all.
right.
I also saw Dave Grohl be a drummer on Nirvana. And now he's one of the greatest performers in the world on Foo Fighters.
Amazing.
He sat there and played it out.
Yeah.
He did his time. This is all about time.
I'm going to be totally naked. So it'll be like those side angle shots where it's like there's not clothes, but you're naked. Do you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like pregnant women take to showcase their bellies.
What did
But
you
I'm
think
not
she was
pregnant.
doing? What did you think that meant?
And the clown one is going to be cool because I'm a comedian, but they're sexy. It's supposed to be like a comedy hot photo.
Listen, I took 2 expired cheap and shoes plus hot
did?
candy. Sure, you know me.
Just
My
tell the
party's-
people to support it. Jesus Christ. We only
All right,
need to
go
raise a
for it.
little money, and they get to come watch if they live in the area.
Really?
Yeah.
So you don't let people come watch?
They have to turn in their phone at the door, and yeah, that's the
Are you
highest.
doing a background check?
No.
What if they
I'm going to
perverted?
have security.
What if you're taking pictures of with the little nipples on, and some guy runs up Louis C.K.'s on you, shoots a little logo?
As long
in
as
your
he's
head,
standing far enough away where it won't hit me, I'm very chill.
This
You
is
know,
why I
Don't
love
invite that. That's like when you said you wanted to be homeless for a summer. You can't invite
I still
that.
kind of want to try that.
This is why I love you, because you got a sense of humor. You take everything for what it is. And the more I see you, the more you grow. I want to thank my queen, the queen of the church, Quigley.
I love you, man.
I love
It's
you
funny.
too.
I could talk to you forever.
Oh, me too. You're one of my
Yeah.
all-time favorites.
You're the
and
best.
And the people like you. I just don't want to put you on every other week because people get pissed off. But
I wouldn't
you're
have
always-
anything to say.
You're always welcome here. Thank you for your stories.
I love you.
And with you, you're with me, and they want to be with us. I want to thank Kate Quigley, and I want to thank my main man, the Christ Killer, for always making it happen. Have a great weekend. Fucking around here. Tom Segura's in house. Stop wiggling, Lee. What's the problem?
What's the problem is you gave me a brownie and I have about 5 minutes to get
You
everything
give me a
else.
brownie, and I got you're fucking. this is a way of fucking life.
This brownie made me puke on Friday.
The other night, I gave him the whole fucking thing. Listen, he couldn't sleep. I can't sleep. Okay, let's go get you a little fucking edible. So we went over and we got the So Kind, the brownie collection, right? Let me tell you something. This shit is what they give you. Like, let's say you get shot 8 times and you won't die. They'll just give you this at the hospital. It's over for you after that. You'll just bleed the fuck out.
You you're saying this now, but everything you give me is 7 milligrams.
Oh, yeah, it was
Come on,
nothing
dog. This
at
is
the
6.
time.
This is 6 milligrams. This is baby
It
stuff.
it was 33 and a third, like George Harrison.
That made him puke.
Oh my God, the whole thing. He ate the whole thing like a fucking animal. I ate the whole thing. I kept calling him, we're going out, Lee. We're going to fucking see the town. At first he's like, okay, call me back. I'll be here. I called him back like 10 minutes later. Lee, what's up? You ready to go, cocksuckers? I'm feeling fucked up, right? So I know he's going down. I called him back like in 10 minutes. He's eating sushi. He's like, yeah. He goes, you know what? I'm getting a little fucked up. All right, fuck it. I give him another 30 minutes. I call him back.
Yeah,
in
he called me
20
like
minutes.
8 times in one night.
And also he's like, hello, I'm fucked up. How much was in this thing? I can't fucking believe how fucked up I am. I'm like, fuck it, get dressed, we're going out, cocksucker. And I hang up on him, right? And I'm like, oh, I know. And I call him back, and he's like, the phone rang like 8 times.
Yeah.
And he picked it up, and I'm like, where are you? He's like, I just puked. I'm so fucking high. I go, don't blame it on the weed. It's that wholesale fucking sushi you got from that
That's
Arab
good
on the
sushi.
corner. He goes to this Arabian place. to
No, I
get
don't.
sushi.
It's
Yes, you
Japanese
do.
place.
You told me. They got edamame with fucking hummus on it or some shit.
Wholesale.
Oh,
He
no.
does. He goes to a wholesale
It's
fucking
good.
eight rolls for $3.
No,
You're gonna-
2. It's like
yeah, you're
20
gonna
bucks.
fucking die. That's
It
like
wasn't-
suicide.
It wasn't gas station sushi. It was good sushi. But okay, so I was watching a movie on my living room couch, and I made it to the bedroom, and I was laying with my head by the foot, and I just flipped. And you ever know, like when you're gonna puke, like as soon as I flipped over, I was like, that's not gonna happen. But I was able to get off my bed so I didn't puke on the bed, but like right next to on the floor, and you can see all the little sushi bits. It was terrible.
Oh my god! You nasty motherfucker.
I've never had to clean up puke high. It was not fun.
I kept calling him back. Get up, cocksucker. We're going down. We got more edibles. I can't. I already puked the fucking sushi. Lee's as tough as fucking nails. Fucking SpongeBob. They got everything the same. Whether you're selling a car, a boat, a house, a prostitution, it's all the same. You could be a Puerto Rican and go in there and go, hi, I'm going to sell you my pussy. It's $100 and $125 around the world. Or you could go, listen, let me tell you something. That guy that sucked my pussy, his tongue turned fucking purple. It was so fucking good, all right? My asshole, I shave it 3 times a day just in case the crop pops back up. My titties, nobody's ever sucked them. But for tonight, for you, because I like it because you're Jewish, you're going to suck my titties. But the package is $300. And you're going to go, why did I pay $300 to this bitch that just charged me $125 down the corner? It's amazing. That's why I always tell people, you run into a salesman.
Yeah.
You run into a fucking salesman. That's it.
That's crazy.
Everybody learned something tonight. Blow it in somebody's face. You don't want to light it and turn it off. You buy one of these right now. I'll blow that right in your fucking face, just like that. go to hit esig.com. You understand me? I'm his last surgery for the year.
Really? For the year?
That's it.
And then he just goes
He just
be on
goes to
call
the
for the
Raiders.
later. Wow.
Oh, right.
So yeah, on Sunday nights, when you see them getting on, like you see fucking Johnny, you see the guy getting Johnny, what's his name? Johnny Football getting
Johnny
carried
Manziel,
off.
yeah.
When he goes in, the general president goes, get the two Jews down there to assess the situation. Listen, we got $3 million a year invested in this fucking Manook.
Yeah.
I got $3 million invested in this Manook, and he's fucking lifting off game number 3. Get the fucking two Jews down there. And they come down, you're like, the two Jews come in, they look at your arm, it's broken, call upstairs, it's broken. When can we do it? Monday at 8 a.m., too late. This guy got $3 million of them. He's going to heal by next fucking week. And then they got to break the news to you. All right, the president. So can I go back to Kentucky? I want to go to my family doctor. That's negative.
Negative.
Negative. As a matter of fact.
You know why? Because we fucking own you.
We own you. You're in the route right now. They're prepping your fucking bed right now. But I want to hug the kid. Kids. We're the Jews. When they send us, it's all over. It's like the next is the wolf, and they just shoot you. So you either come with us peacefully, or they send fucking, and you go, and they cut you that night. They cut you Monday morning. That's what he does. Monday morning, a knee, a shoulder, a neck. That's it.
Out, yep.
By Sunday night, they're already assessed the situation. They're calling the hospital going,
We need the Jews.
We need the Jews. We got nine fucking savages that all weigh over 300 pounds coming in for knees, necks, arms, elbows, and you go from an elbow to a foot, and by Tuesday, everybody's all right, and by fucking Friday, you're jumping up and down. And by the next week, they got you eating bananas and protein shakes, and you're back out there, dog. They don't give a fuck about your ailment.
Like I couldn't come up with an answer. If I wanted to hit a home run or steal a home run, and I wasn't high, and I don't know why it fucked with me for so long, and I have no idea how I'd answer it.
Do you have like a student's notebook?
Listen, Lee, who gives a fuck if you hit a home run or catch a home run? Right?
That's the point.
Eat another fucking chocolate. I've been telling you this for years. If you eat that chocolate, questions like that, you will look at that shit and go, you know what? Go fuck yourself, ESPN. Let's start off with honest. See, you gotta take some. If you took Alpha Brain, Lee, you wouldn't think about.
I wouldn't care
shit.
about this question.
Who gives a fuck? Whether I want a home run, I gotta take. You watch too much ESPN. I've been telling you that since I met you. More fucking and less
what
ESPN.
Is that?
More eating pussy and less ESPN. More push-ups and less ESPN. It's fucking your mind up. Making your mind a mush. Talk to this fucking guy.
Hey, man. Stop with the
I know you
fucking
watch
Sports
just
Center.
as much ESPN.
And you were high last night, were you not?
A little bit at the end.
Unbelievable. This is why you gotta go to
Are you a big Sports Center guy?
Yeah,
Big.
it
That's what he
replays,
does.
and then there's NFL Live, and that's
He'll
cool.
watch Sports Center 12. I know when I call him, what are you doing? I'm looking at Steve Simone's CD. He's watching Sports Center. He sits there all day, and he gives a fuck. Like, and he watches the clock, and they talk, and game shows, and you believe everything Stephen, whatever says about the NBA, you're fucking gonna
Who?
together. Whatever his name is, the black guy with the
Oh, that guy's annoying as hell.
Oh, he's pissing everybody off. Anyway, for maximization, optimization, all right? On it. They ain't fucking around over there, all right? A lot of people, when you're doing drugs, you know, $1 to come out of your pocket is $1 that comes out of your nose. You're not going to put money up to get help. But a smart player goes to a rehab. It's like my friend. Whenever he used to get in trouble when we were kids, he shot somebody, or he got caught burning a house one time. He fakes a heart attack because that gives you 3 days. That's an old Jew trick.
Oh, right.
Fake a heart attack?
You fake a heart attack. You have to talk to nobody for 3 days. You know what I'm saying? They got to wait till you come back. They can't go they'll put a cop outside your door, but your attorney could still go in there and chit-chat with you. When the cops come in, we need to talk to him. He's not ready yet. You got a heart attack. Get out of here. You're going to stress him. They don't want to stress your heart. You could sue.
Right.
You follow me?
Right.
You ever see that movie with Clint Eastwood, The Enforcer?
No.
Where Clint Eastwood walks right into a fucking restaurant and the mafia is having a dinner, and he walks right up on the guy and he goes, hey, what I have in my hand is a subpoena. Tomorrow morning you're going to go to jail for the murder of Lee Syed. And for that girl, you're here sitting with your daughter. Why don't you tell your family how you raped that girl and then dragged her and put her in the trunk of a car and killed her? There's a subpoena. I'll see you in court tomorrow, that scumbag. And he throws the subpoena. The guy grabs his heart, has a heart attack. The brother-in-law takes out a blank sheet of fucking paper. You know what I'm saying? Fucking deadly. It's one of those, the Enforcers, one of those
shit.
Dirty Harrys. What the fuck? Dollar Shave Club. Why are you standing online like a fucking asshole when you could just go to Dollar Shave Club for $1, $6, or $9 a month? $9 a month. 9 times 90. How much is that a year? 108 a year, and you got razors sent right to your fucking house. You go there, you stand online, you gotta smell some Arab. His armpit smells like onions and fucking lime, and you gotta stand there and pay $20 for 3 fucking razors, no more. So fuck the $7.99 a month. They ain't doing you no favors. When you run with Uncle Joey, you get 2 weeks for free. HuluPlus.com. They don't fuck around. You understand? Smart TV, Roku, Apple, $7.99 a month. I'm offering my listeners 2 weeks on the arms gratis. You know why? Because that's how we roll, all right? Don't fucking get carried away here. I love you guys, Hulu. You know what? People that come from Philly.
The shows are awesome.
The shows are always awesome. The guy is a great guy, but he's Jewish. He won't fix the air conditioner. You know how Jews feel about fixing the air conditioner. That's a big investment in case we got to burn the joint down. You ever see a Jew after he burns the joint with a new air conditioner, he goes fucking ape shit. He'd rather be tied up and somebody take his ATM card and rip up his 20s. You understand me? I was thinking of tying him up and Ari and taking their ATM card. And every time a 20 comes out, just rip it one at a time just to see him. No, stop.
How much does it upset you to fix air conditioning, Lee?
If I had to pay for it, it would piss me
Yeah,
off. But if I owned a club, I think I'd pay for it. But
listen, a Jewish person, let's say a Jewish person has to buy a new air conditioning for a building, a Jewish landlord. He will milk that fucking those days. He will milk it. If he could get 8 months out of tomorrow. They should be here. They're sending it from Japan. I don't know what happened. Let me call Hector. Have you heard from them? They didn't come in. The train got robbed. If you ask Sam, like, why the fuck are they trying? Oh, he's fighting a Brazilian guy. He's fighting a Chinese guy.
Well, you'll see it too if you do the road one. Like I've gone to one in Australia, and I've gone to one in Canada, and whenever they obviously bring out the fighter from that country, the place goes nuts, which makes total sense.
I don't mind if they go nuts. It's when they start going USA.
Oh, yeah, well, that's different.
And now this poor little fucking Chinese guy in the UFC, he's feeling bad. He's in the ring by himself. You
feel bad about that?
I really do. It embarrasses me. Like he's our guest, and you're making him fucking feel bad. It's bad. Let me see you fly 12 hours from your country without an octopus next to you, whatever the fuck they eat, and then you go to Vegas and you gotta fucking lose 10 pounds, and you gotta walk, and then you gotta fight some guy, and while you're fighting, people yelling USA, and you're from little fucking Hong Kong, you know, you're 5'6". You know what I'm saying? You were trained you were trained to be a butler, and here you are, people yelling fucking USA, USA. So it bothers the fuck out of me when I go to those things. I'm like, really? I'm not gonna roll on me. I'm keeping this fucking light. Hi, how are you? No business, because I know it. So that was the mentality I came from. I'm not going to tell you I don't like my dick getting sucked. You know, you do a show, you bump into a curtain, some chick is sucking dick through a curtain, your dick accidentally goes in her mouth like the peanut butter commercial, you're choking with my peanut butter.
What just happened?
Shit happens, you know. Shit happens. Sometimes a woman wants to smoke a pole, she's walking around on her knees. I'm a short guy, my zip is open, you know. I don't fucking know, but nobody's going to sit here and say that we haven't had thoughts or whatever.
Right.
You know, every man is weak. It's the thing I don't want is making the call and hooking up with somebody.
Oh, man.
And having to go home and tell a lie. Then you have that on your back. You know, for months I was on that testosterone, and I heard all these people telling me how there's hot Asian chicks giving massages and sucking your dick for $150. I'll borrow $150. I don't give a fuck. And I wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do it as much as I would go by that place they said it by Diaz, by the haha. They got a place there with Asian chicks. Those stick their tongue up your ass with saran wrap, and they're disgusting. I heard they're fucking disgusting. You heard the conversation, Red Band.
Red Band said he put like a baggie around his dick.
Yeah, and another guy was telling me at the haha that he goes there in the afternoon, and for $1.25, the chick let him fucking eat her pussy. And I'm like, why would you want to eat this chick's snatch? And he was telling me that it was Asian, it was different from, but whoa. Then get yourself a clean Asian. You're eating fucking massage parlor pussy on Lancashire. You know what's going to fucking happen to your teeth? A dentist won't even be able to solve that fungi on the fucking teeth. That fucking Lancashire dick fungi on your fucking teeth. That you can't wash that off with toothbrush and Colgate. Colgate ain't going to fucking bail you. I need Listerine. That shit's there for good.
No, you're right though, man. You can't roll with that dude. Like I know guys, but you can't like hang with that guy. You know, if he's like the fucking the guy who's always like lying to his wife.
And on top of that, I know the building's about to fall on top of him.
Yeah,
We were talking about Suge Knight before. As soon as I see Suge Knight walk into a restaurant, I get for the check. In fact, I might even dine and dash. Because I know the building's about to fucking come down.
Exactly.
The building's about to come down. I asked that motherfucker where he was on 9/11. I guarantee that motherfucker was standing out there with an umbrella. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of luck that fucker's got. Suge Knight's a fucking, he's just got the kiss of death on him.
What are you going to do? Like, they can't really do anything. So, we're rushing,
How funny is that? He got convicted of rape and went to prison. There's something about people when they get convicted of rape, they have a power over people. And they walk over a room. Motherfuckers like, that dude went to prison for rape, Jack. I got to shake his fucking hand. I got to get his fucking autograph.
I doubt they brought that up when they were saying hi.
Damn, that motherfucker.
These old white guys were kissing his ass.
Yeah, it's amazing.
So crazy.
Segura, you're in Denver at the Comedy Works Wednesday through Sunday.
No, Thursday through Saturday.
Thursday through Saturday, finally. They ain't working them like a fucking... They got them in the cave like a South African. They got them in there like fucking black people with fucking Ebola, picking diamonds till you die. I love you to death.
Fun to do this, man.
Yeah, no. Thank you for coming.
It was a pleasure.
The candle burned out. Once the candle burns out...
It's time to go. Oh, Jesus. That was a real fart. That sounded like you threw a fucking M80 into a bucket of water.
The church of what's happening now.
He was eating healthy before everybody. He was working out like deep into his 60s and 70s. He was doing stunts. Or like for his 60th birthday, he towed like 60 boats behind him, like swimming. He did a bunch of really crazy shit like that. Like he was in incredible fitness. Incredible shape. But yeah, fucked everything. You couldn't go near him. Even when he was older. Which makes sense. I mean, why would he be so motivated to have such a great body, like deep into his 50s and 60s?
Dog, if you work out that much, you know you're fucking horny as fuck.
Yeah, your testosterone's flying.
When you throw metal around and shit, and push-ups and pull-ups, you got dick for 3 or 4 people that day. You really do. You really do. When you lift weights and shit, like when I was going at kettlebell gym, like really like the fucking deadlifts and shit, I had dick for days. Like I could jerk off, give somebody a stabbing, and at 2 have to bang one out again standing up. That's the worst. You got to bang one out standing up in your bathroom, hiding against the door and shit.
Yeah, there's something pathetic about jerking off standing up. I haven't done that in a long time.
Oh, that's a disgusting way when you have to bang one out in the shower and then you lay. I like hotels because you lay down on your back and it just comes on you like a fountain. You don't give a fuck. It's your own cum.
My married friend, since he has to do it into the toilet, like he does it on his iPhone in his bathroom because of his girlfriend.
Oh
my God.
Yeah, he should be shot and hung.
Oh, God, that's sad.
I would never just shoot it into a toilet. You gotta play with it.
Well, see, the thing is too about like when you're away, like if you go away, like if you do like a comedy or something like that, where you go on the road, you come back home and you miss your girlfriend, you miss your wife, you're looking forward to seeing her again. But when you're with someone all the time, and you can't even jerk off because like you're at work all day, you can't jerk off at work. You get home, she's home. You're there together every night, day in, day out, the monotony and the grind, and then you're jerking off into a toilet. There's just something just defeating about it. It takes all the zest out of life. You're just hiding in the bathroom. Why are you in there for so long? What are you doing in there?
I don't like that. I like working. I like working
I have to get places. A Q-tip. Why is the door locked? What are you doing? You've been in there for 5 minutes. What are you doing? You're in there just concentrating. Jerking off, downward jerking. Because you don't want to miss the toilet. You don't want to shoot all over the top. You don't want to upper deck your load.
I don't think that's accurate about that. I've jerked off everywhere. I have found a way. Like there's times you're sitting there, and you're like, you know what? I got 10 minutes. Right? Or you never whacked off when you were in the trailer for your factor.
Oh, I whacked off.
Fuck yeah. You never whacked off when you were editing?
In an office? No.
Why not? You're by yourself.
You ever whack off driving?
Fuck yeah.
I've not fully, but I've like gotten horned up. But I've never. I can't imagine coming on like in the
I
car.
fucking wiped
Have you
off-
really?
Yeah, fuck yeah. You look for an old McDonald's bag, you wipe that fucking sperm on it.
I get nervous when I sneeze when
Throw
I'm
in the,
driving.
throw
How
in
do
the
you?
back seat.
how
That
do you
thing
not get in an
turns green
accident?
in 3 fucking days.
I only whacked off once while driving, and I remember after I jerked off while I was driving, I was like, great. Now I jerk off in the car too. I was thinking I was going to do this all the time, and for whatever reason, I only did it once. One fucking time.
I think I did it one time, and it was
when I was driving
disgusting.
limos. I just lifted up my shirt, shot one all over my stomach, put the shirt down, patted it down,
Like a
went about my
soldier,
merry way.
You see what I'm saying? Who
Coming
gives a
back from
fuck?
New Hampshire.
I was talking to somebody today who had to get fertility testing, and I'm surprised more people don't miss like the cup, like just get into it and forget about the cup. It was really weird. He was telling me they had like an Apple TV full of porn, like and mostly a lot of transvestite stuff. And he said a lot of transvestite stuff.
A lot of transvestite stuff. How would he know how much transvestite stuff they had?
MeUndies.com. How long have you had those undies on for? Fucking 3 days, you nasty motherfucker. Most people have their underwear for 7 years. You filthy fucking animals.
Isn't that a crazy
You
statistic?
probably go to Starbucks with that munion on your head and order coffee with that horse breath in the morning. Especially you fucking women. You know what your asshole smells like after it ferments all night? Go to MeUndies.com right now. They ain't fucking around here, okay? For example, I got mine on right now. They feel fucking tremendous. Me and Joe were talking about how comfortable they are, how they don't let your balls sweat. I had them on for 24 hours without a shower. I went to take a whiff of my nutsack the next morning. There was no perspiration. Whatever they have in that material takes it out of your fucking nutsack and your asshole so you can sling dick in the morning with confidence. Let me tell you something. If you can't sling dick in the morning with confidence, when the fuck are you going to sling dick?
With confidence is the
That's
best
right.
part.
Go to MeUndies right now. You look great. Check out the pics and the different styles they got for men and women. Go to MeUndies.com right now and press what in.
Joey.
Oh, shit! And get 20% off. And guess what? They deliver to the United States, fucking Canada, Mars, whatever the fuck you need. Go to MeUndies right now. But better yet, go, mention us and get 20% off.
And they get free shipping in U.S. and Canada right now.
Free yes in the U.S. and Canada. So I fucking said, where you been, cocksucker?
No, you said they ship there. And it was free now.
Whatever.
The Jew brings the free in.
Let me tell you something. I'd be on the phones talking, but even with cars, my best days were after a 10-hour fucking binge-a-thon, you know.
Wow.
It's fucking amazing. Last night I was telling you guys I went to the Dodger game with my uncle. Now, this is the same uncle that we pulled guns on each other 25 years ago. This week is the 30th anniversary.
Of you guys pulling guns on
We
each other?
pulled guns on each other in September of '84 on Vermont Boulevard here.
Really? Down
30
here?
Yeah, right in California. My uncle lived, my mother's brother. Blood. Not like, oh, we're brother. No, blood. Grew up together, Cuba, the same house. Lives in Glendale. Always has. Since I used to come out here when I was a kid.
That's not mine.
I used to come out here when I was a kid. I don't know whose fucking buzzer that is.
It's not mine. I don't have one of those dings.
When I first came out here, God damn it. When I first came out here, I came out here when I was 8, 9, and 10. And we go to Dodger games, SeaWorld, Malibu. We go to his different jobs. And then when my mother died, I could have came back with him. But I was like, California, what the fuck do I know about California? I kept in touch with him. And then when I was 21, I said, fuck New York. People were looking for me. I got to get out of town. So I came out here. And I tried to give this a go, you know. And he wasn't going for it, Joe Rogan. He was like, you got a room upstairs. You got a week to get your shit together. If you don't get it together in a week, you got to go, dog. And I was like, I thought you were my mother's brother. But he threw me out, and I couldn't take it, so I tried to rob him. I couldn't go home with nothing, so I pulled guns. He pulled guns. The cops came. The cab came. Because I was robbing him as he pulled up, and he called the cops, and the cab came. So I swore to God, I go, next time I see him, I'm going to fucking shoot you, you motherfucker. I mean, this was terrible. This was horrendous.
Didn't you call him from prison? Was it him?
Oh, I used to call him from prison and tell him that one matali hueputa. I used to tell him I'm gonna fucking call you. And he would say, "You'll say, I know who this is. I'm gonna come after you." And I would hang up on him. I was pissed. I was pissed about.
And now you're going to Dodger games with him.
Yeah, man. It's the
We had him on
weirdest-
the podcast.
We had him on the podcast. He's deep. He's 76, dog. He walks 5 miles a day. You still got fucking the caveman coffee. They don't fuck around. They got the new legend belt, 28 keys, right? 28.
Yeah, 62 pounds is a werewolf.
A fucking werewolf that weighs 62 pounds. You understand me? I met a chick that's pussy was a werewolf one fucking time. Had a lot of hair. It breathed hot air on me and shit.
When we became friends, you were definitely a different guy in the late 90s when we first met.
Yeah.
But you reminded me of everybody that I knew from the pool hall. Like, I love being around you because you were like, what I hated most when I first came to LA was that when I was in New York and when I was in Boston, I was surrounded by, East Coast people that were either comics or they were martial artists or they were pool players. It was like there was a grit to them. There was a fun. There was I could talk to them. There was real conversations to be had. And then coming out here, everybody was like preparing for, like, we were downstairs and all those people with their scripts. They're preparing and they're sitting there and I'm seeing them going over their lines, going over their thing. I'm like, this is hell. This is hell. Like this preparing for a role and being in the whole Hollywood scene, like trying to get people to like you and hire you for things. It's just this weird world. It's a weird world. And here was this guy hanging out at the Comedy Store that was a total hustler. I mean, you were a total hustler, and we became friends like immediately. Like, we became friends, like, right away. I remember bringing you around the fucking news radio set, and they're like, who is this guy? There's this fucking menacing guy in a leather jacket that keeps eating all the shrimp. And, for me, it was...
Even the Comedy Store that we loved was very goofy.
Oh, it was goofy as
at that
fuck
time.
back then.
Lee saw it a couple of weeks ago. I've been taking Lee with me, and I go, Lee, you want to come down? Lee's going to go home after the podcast. I'm going to come to the store. And it was great the first 3 or 4 times that he sat there when, I got a tag for you,
Oh, that was the worst. It was the worst tag
The
I
night I
ever.
saw Tony, I had to call him and apologize the next day. Tony Hinchcliffe, when he was with you in Sacramento or something, I had to call him and apologize.
Why?
Because I had to get the fuck out of there. And Tony came up to me, I'm like, Tony, I love you. I'll see you. And I felt
Who was telling you, someone was telling you they had a tag for you?
Well, one night with Lee,
Yeah.
me and Lee were getting ready to leave, and like, hold on. They're like, listen, man, I heard that joke, and we got to give you this tag. You should say. And me and Lee looked at
Who's
each other.
saying this to you?
I don't even know. And Lee's like, that was fucking weird. And then the next night we went down again, and that's when the guys were saying, we have this idea for a TV show. Oh my God! And you're like, I just get on stage. You walk into your car. You're not even thinking about a TV show.
Yeah.
You're thinking about how you should have said the instead of cat.
Right,
just
right.
dumb shit.
Of course.
And then, can we have a word? And he was right there. We had this idea for you for a TV show. Not even how are you?
Right.
What have you been up to? And he looked at me. We were high as fuck. Delicious. You don't got a system. They got 0 trans fat, no artificial ingredients, and they also have gluten-free products. Go to fucking naturebox.com. And what do they press in the box?
Joey.
And you're going to get a free. I said it before, nothing is free but Jesus. But NatureBox fucking beat me to it. You're going to get a free box shipped to your house. So good for you. Here you go. Start your free. Go to naturebox.com/Joey. Stay full, stay strong, do what you want to do, start snacking smarter. Go to naturebox.com/Joey and get your free sampler box of direct sampler box. Those fucking peanut butter brittle fucking me up.
This is strong.
I did it. You
delicious
get
snacks.
4 bags. You get a lot of free stuff.
Yeah, no,
and they don't charge you for shipping.
Guys, go to naturebox.com, press in /Joey or /Joey and get your free box sent right to the fucking house. They don't fuck around. And last but not least, my people on the.com. I'm on that fucking strong bone right now. My knees looking better. You checking out Joe Rogan? Not bad, brother. Look at those fucking holes.
Yeah, I recognize those little scars.
Now, what's in there? Is that stitches under the skin?
No, they pulled the stitches out, or they have stitches that dissolve. Most of the time, they remove the stitches. Did they remove your stitches?
They removed them
Yeah.
3 days later.
That's it.
But they fucking, when I get on my hands and knees to do a child's pose, It's still not fucking.
Oh yeah, it's scar tissue. Okay. It's actually good to feel that pain.
Okay,
when you have an injury like that, you gotta break down that scar tissue.
Yeah,
roll
that's what
around
I've been doing. That's why I had to go to jiu-jitsu today. A door, a lady pops up. She goes, "You here for the audition?" I guess so. She gave me a sheet of paper. I read it, and boom, I booked 3 weeks of $5,000. I never saw nothing like that in my life.
Wow!
I snorted every penny to the fucking. And then I robbed the fucking roller skates. I robbed a different pair of roller skates every fucking day. All right, every day I went and I returned them at Five Guys. What is that? The five sports guys? Think I'm fucking kidding you? I would get to my room, there'd be a size 13. I'd wear them, I'd put them back in the box and clip them. The lady would come with wardrobe. Anybody see the roller skates in there? No, I put them in wardrobe. Okay.
Every day for 3 weeks?
Every day. I come back again, size 13s, and they started giving me size 12. We don't know what happened to all the 13s. Me neither. What the fuck? What the fuck's going on here? Then they ran out of 12s. They went down to 11s.
You had to put an 11 on?
I was coming home with Band-Aids, but I didn't give a fuck. They're $140 a pop plus tax when I return them. And they were same every day, the same sporting guys. Every day. How you doing? What happened? Your grandma gave you this for how'd you know? All right, what do you want? Cash or check? Let me get some cash. I gotta stop and get gas. By the time I quit, by the time I stopped shooting, I was down to like a size 8.5. The truck of roller skates was missing a chunk in it. I wish I was lying to you. I wish I was trying to just be funny and be cute. So I got in the car today, this morning at 8 in the morning, and Philadelphia Freedom was on by Elton John. And I started singing it. And my wife is looking at me like, when the fuck did you learn these lyrics? I go, dog, this is 6th grade on Fridays. Mr. Levito will let me go up in front of the class at 1 o'clock, and I would sing Philadelphia Freedom. I'd lip sync it. And My Eyes Adored You by Frankie Valli and shit. I used to take motherfuckers deep with fucking Elton John. People don't remember Elton John. Every once in a while I get caught up in Elton John. I can't even go in the house.
Country Comfort?
A Funeral for a Friend. Last week something was on. Daniel, my friend. And there's 2 gay guys live across the street from me. But they're the fucking weirdest gay guys because they don't go out. They don't do nothing. They sit in that fucking house all day. I want to kick that door down and go, did anybody tell you you're fucking gay? Get out there. Dick is free. Sperm is free. You go to Santa Monica. You know what? Dick is free. Free. These 2 gay guys stay in the fucking... And they're not gay together.
What?
They're not together.
They're roommates?
They're roommates. And they never fucking go out. Every once in a while in the daytime, they take a cruise. They're in front of the house feeding cats. So the other day I got out of the car, I was listening to Elton John. And I was blasting. I was stoned. And the weed and the music just connect as one. And I pulled up to the house, and they were like out there. And I opened up the window, and I go, nobody in this country remembers when Elton John used to sling dick like a motherfucker. And they just looked at me, looked at each other, we're in the house. Sunday night, Monday morning chat with my main dog, George Perez. We're going to Cleveland this weekend. Going to have a good time. So I figured we'd get you in here. I got a few questions for you. I'm saying, what's going on, George?
Nah, just chilling, my boy. I just got back from Paramount. I was hanging out with my homeboy Big Sleeps, and how I was waiting for today, dog. I'm excited.
You got a spot tonight somewhere?
Nah, I'm going to go hang out at the store after this. They got some open mics. I'm going to try to get up,
You're doing the store a lot.
Yeah, I'm doing the store a lot.
He's got you as a regular or...
No, right now I'm a development spot, but I still grind. I do all the open mics. If other people are running shows, I try to jump on. Sam Tripley always puts me up. Red Band always puts me up. And Rogan puts me up sometimes when he's there, I'm just grinding. Making it the journey that it is, dog.
So it's called developmental spot.
Yeah, it's a development spot. So right now, all the shows that are ran at the Comedy Store, they put up 2 comedians before the whole show. We do 5 minutes each. Then the show starts.
That's pretty cool. I noticed that they're giving people 5 from 8:55 to 9. Like a real short.
All the door guys get spots too. So it's cool.
It's amazing what you've done with comedy, huh?
Oh, dog, it's a trip. Hey, homie, I was telling these fools, they're like, how do you know Joey? I was like, I met him at Pepper's 2000.
Right, first we have the Me Too movement, which it's empowering people, and it's especially in Hollywood.
Yeah.
But then you have this new movement, and I appreciate it all, you know, but I'm not a Me Too. You know what I'm saying? You don't need to Me Too people or trick people, nothing like that. But then something happened a couple of weeks ago with the Kavanaugh thing. And I'm an ex-felon, just like you.
Yeah.
You know, we both made mistakes. We both did our time. And guess what? Little by little, we're turning our life around. The energy that you... Remember when you used to wake up 30 years ago? You were waking up thinking about how you were going to make $50.
Straight up.
Whether it was delivering a bag of Coke, burglarizing...
Fake checks. We used to do the fake checks. The gas cards back then.
Yeah, it's crazy how somebody could pop up from 30 years ago and say, well, George Perez or Joey Diaz did this to me. Yeah. And so what do you want to do about it now? What do you want to talk about now? People change.
Yeah.
How old are you now, George?
I'm 41.
And were you a different...
I'm
George,
way different.
When you and I and the family of the church, what were you like at 21?
At 21, if I would have seen you on the street, I just would have been like, what's up, homie? This is Shotgun, Big Bad Orange Gang. Like, that was my high. like when I got introduced to another male, it'd always be like, what's up, homeboy? This is Shotgun. Where you from? Like, it was just like that.
What were you doing for work when you were 21?
I was doing construction. I was a cement mason. I was finishing concrete. I was making $1,000 a week. Rent was $700 a month. I had my baby's mom. I had girlfriends in every job site that I was at for like 3 months, because sometimes we would rent hotels at the bars. So yeah, dog.
No criminal when you were 21?
Oh yeah, like, you know, I got caught with the gun. I got caught with the knife. I already got a couple graffiti charges and shit.
Break out the heroin and the gorilla biscuits. So even though you were in prison, in the summer you worked at the pool as a lifeguard or selling popcorn or hot dogs. Or
the hot dogs.
In the winter you worked at the ski resort.
Okay.
They would let you work at the ski resort.
Wow.
And there was people who worked at the movie theater.
Wow.
Like,
throwing the trash out, all that shit.
Right. We were allowed to leave for 20 minutes a day, you know. Yeah, I was allowed. This was before furloughs. Because somebody went crazy in Boston. That when I got into prison, there were still furloughs. You did like 10 years and you had 5 left, you were eligible for furloughs. But your behavior had to be
impeccable.
Like impeccable, which was really hard.
It's too hard.
It's impeccable. It's got to be impeccable. Like if there's a sock outside your locker, like that impeccable. And they were scary and they looked like people from Walking Dead, and The Walking Dead wasn't even out yet. So I left them alone. But I got a job working there. And, you know, it was a couple nights a week. The Gamios got me the job. Julio Gamio and his brother Caesar were both big timers there. They had worked there all their life as kids, like since they were 8. And now they would hire people for Putnam. It was open 24 hours. And, bro, so one night these brothers came in. Cool black dudes. Mm-hmm. Looked like all 4 Superflies. They got out of the car, paid for the gas, tipped me. And they were like, can you get rid of some reefer? You like smoking reefer? Yeah. They go, come back, look at the trunk of the car. And I opened up the trunk of the car, and it was like 10 pounds of marijuana. Take a bud. Bro, I took a bud, and I cut that bud, and I rolled it up, and I saw the devil. I saw the devil. And I had a friend that had big money. He sold coke. This is 1980. I'm in high school. My mother had just died, and this dude was a pedophile. This dude was like just Harvey Weinstein and a pedophile put together. He's on Facebook now. I ain't gonna call him out. Like as a kid, I would go to his house and he always had a robe on. There was a couple people in those days that always had a robe on. There was a pedophile on my block called Puerto Rican Nelson. He always had a robe on. Why you gotta walk around with a hole in your neck? Who's gonna invite you to parties? You know what I'm saying? I knew they didn't like me. I knew they didn't like the joke I opened up with. I opened up with a joke that was a little too strong at the 7 o'clock show. And now you got to pay for your sins. I've been there before, but I can't give up. I got to go back, stand on my 2 feet, and plow through.
Years. Right after we filmed Payaso Comedy Slam.
So we filmed Payaso Comedy Slam when? 2006.
2006. I went in June. I went in on Felipe's birthday. I think it's, when's his birthday? June 11th? Yeah, June 11th. And yeah.
Next week, I'm going to talk about 2006. If I tell you where my head was at when I shot that special.
I remember you were furious that you were there early.
No, you would not No, I wasn't furious that I was there early.
You were a little overweight too, I
I
remember.
was a lot overweight. And I was just furious about life.
Yeah, I
I
remember.
wish that, that's why I told you in the beginning of this that being Kavanaugh is not fair. You can't come at somebody except if they raped you
Yeah.
or they physically put a pipe to your head or something like that, because your character has changed. When I did the Payaso Comedy Slam, you work your whole life for a goal, and somebody comes up to you with a major opportunity that you frown upon. Like I frowned upon Scott, and I called him like a man. When it aired, I called him like a man because that's how I was raised.
Yep.
I frowned upon that opportunity. You know how much I prepared for Payaso Comedy Slam? 0.
Damn.
0. I didn't care about comedy. At that time in 2006,
It's dark, huh?
it was a really dark time. I had done The Longest Yard, and nothing had happened.
Yeah.
And a lot of people had told me that stuff was going to happen. So when nothing happened, it took me down. We shot that either the night before Thanksgiving.
Yeah, it was the night
2006.
before Thanksgiving.
It was the night before Thanksgiving. They gave me $2,000. It pissed me off because they gave me a check. Like I was one of those guys. Like I got pissed off because the guy gave me a check. God forbid I couldn't buy cocaine. You know what I'm saying? Like, God forbid I got to stop at Whitley at the check cashing place, cash this, and then go to
Lose
buy
like
cocaine.
lose $80 on
But
that
I think about the mindset in 11 years. That when I shot that, I was a month or two away from not knowing where I was going to go. Like at that point, I was thinking about breaking up with my wife.
Damn.
I was thinking about
Going back to the crime life?
nothing had happened. That's it. I had done a few movies, had done a few TV shows, and you know what? These people don't want me. They're never going to get
Is that the
me.
feeling you get in your head? Because
Yes, yes.
You're with Adam Sandler, Terry Crews.
Yeah, that was great. That opportunity was fantastic. But everybody else, when I first got here, would do half those movies, and their skyrocket success
Yeah.
would be out of like
Locals made it though, right?
K-Locals made it. So out of like 22 of them that I shot, 3 of them made it.
So you just assumed everyone was gonna fail.
Yeah, at that point, everybody kept lying to me. How would you feel if there's a 10?
You don't know either, right?
And you don't know. You're hoping that, and then they tell you a story. Like,
Yeah, HBO is gonna be there.
And then you blow the room up, and you're waiting for your reel. Oh, wait till you get one of those, Lee.
Yeah, they don't even give you reels.
Wait till you get a movie, and you want your reel. And they're like, well, you have to wait till the movie gets released. Okay. And then once the movie gets released, you're like, can I get a reel? You have to wait till it goes to DVD. You know how many of those things I did that I got the reel from?
0?
After you shoot it, they just stop calling you. Because 10 of them were
You're done
drug
to-
dealer
yeah.
induced. 10 of those things, we were just talking about one I did with porno. Me, Sam Tripoli, Jason, what's his name? Tebow,
Okay.
Duncan.
Hey, what about that movie you did with Felipe where you're like the sheriff?
Oh my God, how bad was that?
I don't know. Like, where were you in that time in life? Were you all crazy, coked out, or?
Oh yeah.
Because you look like a crazy cop.
See what my IMDb. I think I was clean by that time.
All right.
I think I was making the transition. Maybe not. I'm not sure. That movie was called The Departed.
The
And the
Departed.
director had the worst wig you had ever seen. And I got to be honest with you, I'm no genius. I got left back in the 7th grade. I'm a Cuban that cannot play baseball, so I cannot judge anybody. This guy was the worst director I ever worked with in all my life. It was a Nick Turturro special. He got these Filipino investors that then invested in Felipe Esparza's movie with the eye.
Yeah.
What's the name of that movie that Felipe did?
I'm not like that no more.
I'm not like that no more. So look at The Departed. The Departed on my IMDb.
What year do you think it was?
I'm just saying, 2006, 2007, Deported. The Deported. That was
Deported.
The Deported. So
Here it is. 09.
09. Yeah, I was clean.
Oh, okay.
I was clean and sober by then.
I get mustard. I want to lose weight. Oh, I got 6 stars.
Deep down inside, I was miserable because my comedy wasn't working. The coke and the pills weren't helping it. My relationship at home was kind of starting to slip. I was losing contact with her in a way because
it's the disgust too, the hurt that you put through. It's like you said, when you're all cooked out, you look in the mirror and you really see yourself. It's scary.
It's scary, man.
And yourself is telling you, hey, dog, you have black eyes. It's scary.
You're unhealthy. So back to the question.
Yes.
Did you change in the last 20 years? Do you think that you changed as a man?
I've completely changed as a man, and like I could see it now. Like I've become a good father. I'm more responsible.
How's your relationship with the?
It's dude. My oldest son lives with me. My 19-year-old, he's doing things, and like we always. Hey, I talk to my kids at least every other day, or like I go visit them. Me and my daughter are real close. It's hey, bro. It's like super continuous action.
I see you look good. You look healthy.
Thank you. Yeah, dog.
I see you doing spots, and it's crazy how, people. I got an opportunity now. I got this Netflix thing coming out.
Congrats, my boy.
An opportunity, and again, I feel like I didn't do the job, but it doesn't matter. I'm proud that Netflix gave me the opportunity, and hopefully, I'm going to put this Tunnel Rat tour together, and I'm going to use all you guys.
Thank you, brother.
People reach out to me all the time. Like whenever I'm going to get close to Irvine, I start getting those weird emails. Whenever you do Irvine, Brea, or Ontario, you get those long lost brothers that call you. And it bothers me because if they would have kept in contact with me,
it'd be
I
cool.
would always. But they just come hit you up, and I like helping the people around me that I see making moves. People. Jesus helps those who help themselves. I've always believed I got to see you. I want to see you. There's people who call me up like, dog, you got to come do my Facebook, come do my podcast. First thing I do is get off the phone and check their media and stuff.
Yeah.
If I don't see no podcast, you ain't wasting my 3 hours. Because this is an hour to go down there, an hour to do it, an hour back. The whole Kavanaugh thing pissed me off. And I wanted to talk to somebody who had been locked up and who was honest. Mm-hmm. Somebody who was very honest, who could look me in the eye and say, I don't understand. You cannot, if I did something of criminal intent to you, that is a criminal charge, and it's still under whatever, you could still do your thing. But you can't come at me now and say that in high school I covered your mouth. That started scaring me for a while.
Yeah.
I didn't cover no women's mouth or nothing like that. That you got to sit there and say, when is somebody going to come out and go, I did this. I'm waiting for somebody to come out and say I robbed them.
Yeah.
I'm going to go, listen to episode 228. I told the story on the podcast myself. George, I'm very proud of your success. I'm very proud of the change that you made. And I'm happy you made it on the show. Whatever you need to do. Last week was last week. This week is this week.